what will we see in the second half of Tyler Perry's House of Pain for season 12? I've seen a lot of people come in and say how Laura's character needs to go. The character is pointless. They don't like her. They ready for Miranda and Calvin to reunite. Excuse me. I think her character is there to prove that Miranda and Calvin not over each other. I just feel like every time they bring up some type of situation where it's like, oh, it's Miranda over Laura. Like when he said, what did he say? She not a priority. He didn't want to get the key back. Not to mention the fact that he done cheated with Miranda. How many times he done kissed her? He done allegedly slept with her because we don't know what happened because they haven't addressed it still. But y'all know what I've been saying. I would still like to see a plot twist in regards to Laura. That Laura is Travis' sister or family. Yes, I keep talking about this. But I said, I don't think they're going to go in that direction, but it would have been good to see a plot twist. Because, they used to, with House of Pain, with Tyler Perry's House of Pain, they always have like a serious moment or a serious episode or just where they bring up imperative topics that society needs to talk about and stuff like that. Like back in the day, we seen what was it when Lil Scrappy was on there? He was on there at the health center. That Janine being hooked on substances. The online thing where the dude was disguised as a little girl. What else? We seen a lot. We seen where Calvin got shot and everything. So I was like, okay, I would still like to see a plot twist. Excuse me. I would still like to see a plot twist in regards to Laura, that she's Travis' sister or family member, and she was seeking revenge. I said, when you think about it, she was Miranda's friend. And she had said how she had been friends with Miranda for a very long time, but she didn't know that Calvin was Miranda's husband. And I said, well, how you friends with her all the time? Like, of course, some people just good at keeping secrets, and maybe she never mentioned his name or whatever. But the way she was talking to Calvin that day, talking about something, she knew, like, they had been friends a long time. What else did she say? She had a boyfriend at the time. She had cheated. They don't have nothing to do with it, but yeah, she was saying how she cheated on her boyfriend with Calvin. What else did she say? I said maybe somehow Miranda could find out who she is. Because, Miranda was showing the house, how it happened if you wasn't watching House of Pain back then. Because I know some people just started watching House of Pain. But when it first came out, how the Travis situation, how Calvin ended up getting shot because he was defending Miranda and he beat Travis up. Travis came back and retaliated by shooting him and everything. And I said, okay, maybe Miranda could be the person to figure out who Laura is or something. Maybe her job was to get close to Miranda first and then Calvin. Who knows at this point? But the way they showing Laura's character and everything, I don't know. We just have to wait and see where they take the whole Laura character. But if not, I would like to see, I skipped over saying, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe how Travis put Laura up to it, revealed that Travis put her up to it to seek revenge. Or maybe Travis has changed and he alerts Miranda and warns her who Laura is, and Miranda ends up saving Calvin. And I said now I was against Miranda and Calvin. Oh, before I get into that part, what I said was, or you could just bring back the Travis character and he could be like he changed and we could see how Calvin responds to that. And maybe how Miranda responds to that. Maybe he reaches out to both of them and apologizes. And then, excuse me. Then, when you think back to, it's just been so many situations where I think it's been proven that Calvin's not over Miranda. We've been knew Miranda wasn't over him. Duh, we've been knew that. But, what was I saying? I forgot already. The episode where, Miranda was showing that house and she ran and Calvin found out and he was hugging her. He was like, he was so worried, so scared and all that. And it was the money episode where Laura was like, look, Laura keep on, the fact that she has to steady, she be the one to bring stuff up or bring it to Calvin's attention. He don't be worried about it. Just like the key situation. He was like, oh, that's going to start unnecessary drama. How you tell your future wife, the woman you about to marry, that getting the key back from your ex-wife is going to start drama? It's gonna start drama. And I was like, I feel like he just making it, they both making excuses at this point. But yeah, I said now I was against Miranda and Calvin reuniting because of how she left him, and she always just made it seem like it was Calvin's fault. Calvin was running around doing stuff though. Now that I'm more mature, because back then when the House of Pain first came out, I think, was I a teenager then? I don't know, I can't remember, but I know it was years ago. So I was like, now the time has passed and I've matured. I was like, I ain't gonna say she necessarily was wrong for leaving him. I mean, I feel like it was a better way to communicate things. But again, I was against Miranda and Calvin reuniting, but because of how she left and how she always blamed Calvin. But I was younger back then. Maturity has taught me that they both were to blame. Look, maturity don't taught me, but they both were to blame. They both had flaws. I know a lot of people. What did they say? They were saying Miranda didn't do nothing. That was before they got together. You talking about when she was cunning him and cunning people? Yeah, but what else did she do? Look, I can't think of that, but I know she did something. I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but I might do a separate video if I figure out what she did. But I know what Calvin did. Calvin was they married when he kissed that Mercedes lady? He done did a lot actually, but I still feel like they both were to blame and everything. But yeah, I feel like they matured, but at the same time, I don't know. And Miranda was warning him. She was warning Calvin. Another episode, she was like, she wanted a divorce. It's where they all went to like this, I don't know if it was a marital camp or a retreat or what, if you remember that episode. But she did warn him. Maybe she thought he would change. And I said, haven't we all been there before thinking somebody gonna change, but they never do? But it looked like he did. At first, when the show first came on, I was like, he looked like he actually has changed. But then he running around kissing random women and Miranda and sleeping with her, allegedly. So I was like, can't be no change that much. But I do appreciate that Miranda still looks out for Calvin Jr. She been doing that. I want to see Tracy again. But in regards to Miranda and Calvin, I feel like... again, they've matured some, but not all, because they lying to themselves as well as others, and Calvin just keep cheating. For Curtis, I would like to see him and Floyd actually get either the food truck, because I think the last food truck they tried to get, it was something wrong with it, or he had already sold it to multiple people. Excuse me. The dude had sold it to, or the woman or whoever had sold it to someone else. So I was like, okay, I want to see them actually operate. They need to get us a whole little scene or setup where they actually get a food truck or a restaurant. Get a food truck or a restaurant, and I want to see I want to see them actually operate in it. They could hire some of the old crew from the barbershop as well as the fire station. Ella could cook as well. Clarita could make appearances. She could either be a customer and just come. There are shows where they would show that they'll be at the person restaurant and they'll just be coming there to visit or chit chat or help out in the kitchen or whatever the case may be. That's why I said Ella could help as well. There'll be a good storyline. Clarita, I don't know where. Maybe these actors and actresses ain't working no more. Maybe they ain't in acting anymore. So maybe that's why we haven't seen them. But yeah, I would like to see them all at that restaurant. What else? They could all run the business or help out. I won't say run the business because, it's supposed to be Floyd and Curtis. They the ones supposed to be running the business. But they could help out because I know they got their separate jobs. Are the rest of I already said that, are the rest of the former cast still in acting, from the barbershop crew to the fire station crew? Maybe even Pookie and Peanut could show up and be there. We've seen them, though. They brought back Pookie and Peanut. We've seen them. Ella and Janine make appearances. We've been seeing her more this season. So yeah, we've been seeing Jasmine more this season. So that's good. I feel like the writing is definitely improving, but until they address the storylines that they haven't addressed, and you know which one I'm talking about, Calvin and Miranda sleeping together. Because a lot of people think that during the second half, she's gonna be pregnant. I said, wouldn't she have been? Like, it depends on how far these episodes don't stretch. Like, what episode? Like, was this filming a day? Is it a day on this, or is it 2 weeks, a year? What is it? Like, because I don't know. That's the way to tell. That's why they should have, when they came back after after that episode, was it the mid-season finale or finale, where they showed Calvin and Miranda, and they came back like nothing hadn't happened. But yeah, let's see. Ella and Janine at the health center. They need to have more scenes at the health center because I think Ella still be going to the health center. Have Malik have a run-in, or I ain't gonna say a run-in. Well, it could be a run-in with Nikki. If you don't know Nikki was played by Keke Palmer. I think it was during the first or second episode where she was bullying him. And I said, yeah, bring her back. You can bring her back or whatever. Miranda parents, Janine parents, Mr. Brown. Look, Mr. Brown funny. Bring him back. Madea even used to make an appearance. So Madea could come back. Maybe someone from Janine's past when she was on the substances or something. I said, I don't agree with, I don't agree with like her being associated with people from the worst season of her life or anything like that. It really depends on who it is and if they really changed or are they just gonna drag her back down with them. I said when you elevate, elevate. So I was like, okay, I was trying to think of different characters, and I was like, okay, somebody maybe she. What was the lady name that Curtis knew? Beverly. Was it Beverly? Maybe she's doing better or something. Maybe she's doing better. With Blue, didn't he get sick on one episode? He got sick, but did they ever reveal what happened to him? Did he pass away or what? But you know, it's the same with the Travis situation where it's like, oh, he could be changed to say he won't. He's trying to seek Howard's forgiveness, and we see him deal with that whole little situation. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know down below what y'all think. What would y'all like to see for Tyler Perry's House of Payne season 12, the second half? Comment down below, say something for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, deuces.